work out in their favor, and I have a feeling that that's going to be a off lane Dazzle if I had to guess. Knowing Frank
Oh,
here.
yeah, I guess you're
Yeah,
right. Yeah, yeah.
I'm
Okay, all right.
right.
I like this better. I have tried offlane Dazzle a couple times. I kind of like doing the whisper like offlane where I'm like, I want to play a support, but I want to get all the last hits, you know? So I'm like, I'm gonna force this A offlane, this like Dazzle offlane, Lashrock offlane. I've tried it all, basically. Dazzle core basically is better than Dazzle support, without a doubt. It's kind of like it's not exactly like ogre because ogre's a better support, but like if you have you have basically an amplifier ability with the cooldown reduction, but you don't really want to put Dazzle in a mid roll because it's too important for setting tempo, and Dazzle isn't quite good enough at setting tempo. So as a 3 position, I like this a lot better because then you're gonna be able to buy items that you're gonna be able to utilize in a really strong way with your ultimate. With bad juju with the cooldown reduction. So he's queuing up a necro already. It'll make his fighting pretty solid, and who knows, maybe he'll just do tons of damage and carry this game, and we'll all be impressed. That's what I'm hoping for.
Well, I have to say, knowing Thunder Predator and knowing the way that their position 4 plays with Ember Spirit, I'm expecting great things from them, to be quite honest. This is something that if you watch SA Dota, you know that Thunder Predator runs fairly frequently. Again, you know, Quincy Crew, the reigning champ still, you know, as the top NA team from a lot of these regional qualifiers. But I feel like this is something, okay, as we say that, Frank dies, but
All right, game's over.
SVG?
Also gonna
SVG,
die.
we'll also fall there. It hurts a little bit more to lose Frank, obviously, but
Yeah, he didn't have any Barklet on his hero yet because it's a 5 position hero, so takes way too much from the tower damage. All right, well, I don't blame Dazzle's skill build. One of the issues with the hero kind of is that like Grave is an amazing skill, but you don't really want to get it early because it doesn't really help you kill people. It's more like if you're fighting people to the death, giving yourself 5 seconds is going to allow you to get a kill before you die, that kind of thing. But he needs Shadow Wave to last hit well, and having Poison Sting can be effective as well. I'm very curious what his skill build's going to end up being here.
roll in from MSS. Man, both of these players are actually so much fun to watch, either on the Ember Spirit or on the Earth Spirit. They're going to be making a lot of plays.
Yeah, that's true. He's going to try to do a pull here. See if he can get it. I'm sure MSS will interrupt this. Oh, he got one ghost through. He's got to drag the attack. Oh, nicely done.
Oh, he missed one, but it's all right.
No, that's completely fine. Considering that MSS was there to contest that the whole time, this is really solid. Not going to get any of the creeps killed because MSS has taken the damage instead, but MJZ in a little bit of trouble here. And Quincy Crew doing the same thing they did before, which was offlane Viper, effectively. Offlane Viper is really good this game, though, because they're able to put him in the safe lane now against Spectre. They want to lane him in that matchup because Spectre is very harassable. They've got Nether Toxin to apply Break. That's basically increasing your damage against Spectre by 25% when you remove his passive. So Viper is really good this game too. And when he buys aura items, he's going to be completely fine. So I really like what Quincy's doing in this match draft-wise.
Another slow, more harass. There's just so much here to put onto MNZ. This is not looking like he's going to survive. The punch comes in, and SVG will ghost bust.
So the best thing they have going for them on Thunder Predator's side is that Viper is out of mana now. So when he actually does want to go for these kills again, he's not going to be able to poison Sting or poison attack it that much. But they're also killing Nature's Prophet. Nature's Prophet has had a really... Oh, it's not that bad. He's got 11 last hits now, but he had a bit of a rough lane in the bot lane. And now they're swapping again. Spectre goes top with that death there, which means that Viper probably can't rotate to match him. It's one of the benefits of dying is you get to lane swap like this.
Yeah, the musical lanes to shore things up sounds like a pretty decent idea, but I'm a little worried. You look over in the mid lane, and Quinn's got 11 denies against this Rubik, who's only 5 and 4. That hurts.
Oh god.
Yeah.
5 last hits mid Rubik. Wow. So yeah, I don't know what to say here other than good luck, Rubik.
Bottom lane, some more harass being placed on MJZ. Just has little trees and big trees chasing him. Timbersaw's worst nightmare.
I'm kind of confused why Rubik got his passive at level 3. Like, surely making sure, like, he just got lift now. Like, the issue is that, like, if he doesn't have telekinesis, it's like Monkey has a better chance to get those Jingu pickups here, and that's probably part of the reason that he's been able to get last hits. I don't know, we'd have to go back and watch the laning stage, but he's losing mid by way too much here.
Did they just leave MJZ here like just by himself?
Possibly. They probably teleported a hero top to lane.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
they're
did. I'm
lane
just
swapping. So
this is
some
well, they're not
sometimes
really
it
swapping
leaves.
though.
It's hard to say what they were doing without watching it carefully, but sometimes you leave your support behind and it's not that weird, basically, because somebody's got to get the last hits while you're gone.
Right.
Is what's going on.
I'm I'm just surprised with the way that they're playing this here, keeping the dazzle top. Um, Frank not showing too, maybe thinking that they'll try to make another rotation, try to get a different matchup. Yeah, Lelis has already made his way back top. So like you said, they want to put out a lot of harass onto the Spectre. Oh, the slow 5-minute rune is not going to belong to MGZ, and it looks like it's going to be a kill going over to the side of Quincy crew. They've got the tree, they'll let Yuar get the final hit. And the roll in over onto Leo style in the mid lane. The kick back, he'll be able to go drop them down, stun him up, but this is not looking good for Leo style. He does have the fairy fire though. They'll get the kill on Yuar, but they'll find a kill on Leo style.
I just trying to do weird stuff against Quinn just feels like it doesn't work out, because I genuinely feel like almost every game that we watch Quinn play, he always overperforms mid consistently. Like, it is not uncommon for us to look mid and be like, oh wow, Quinn's owning this game. And it just happens so consistently that this feels like this just might be one of those moments where you're like, I've drafted something good, and then it just doesn't work.
Roll in from MSS. It's a nice ice path, MJZ, but not enough. Yeah, I'll agree with that 100%. I think the teams that did well against Quincy crew, they neutered Quinn in the mid lane. They made sure that, you know, he didn't have the ability. I think we saw a couple of the Void Spirit games where he was trying to, oh, that's, man, he's like the king of double damage runes. I feel like we see him with the double damage rune more than any other mid player.
It's because he's winning mid, so he always gets control over the runes, probably.
That could be, but, you know, there are the options of having, you know, like an illusion rune, an arcane rune, a regeneration rune. It just always seems like most of the times we're seeing him with the double damage.
I would have to consult the stats man to verify whether or not that's real, or just you making assumptions based on your personal viewpoints, based on like what you.
I mean, it's probably
feel
me
like
making
seen,
assumptions based on my personal viewpoints, considering that I haven't seen every single rune that comes up. But he's getting dove over in the middle lane. Can we go back to that? Back to middle lane? All right.
He's fine.
It's like, I don't know. He was feeling real murderous, it looked like, for that second. They had other heroes in the vicinity, too. You can see them over by the bottom rune spot. Making their way over towards the mid. MSS and SVG.
This scanned it, though. Congrats to him.
Gonna spend some time in the trees. Spots another tree.
Uh-oh.
Is gonna lose his curry. Oh, that's his bottle. Oh. Matthew's here, though. He might not go for this. There's gonna be a TP rotation coming out. Is he trying to slide up? We'll be able to go hold on to Quinn. See if they can get some of this tower damage on him. He's taking so much. And there's a follow-up here from Frank. It's a good rotation. It's a big Jingu, but... Or Boundless, rather, but it doesn't matter. Frank will get the kill.
All right, big kill. Poison Sting pretty effective against Monkey King, actually, because it constantly keeps damage over time on him. So you have to just hit him once every like 5-6 seconds, and he won't be able to jump into trees. But I mean, looking at the net worth, even though they kill Gunner, there's a lot of rotations, and he's still the top net worth hero in this match right now.
I think you mean Quinn. You're thinking of the other NA team,
yes,
but there's the TP over into the mid lane, Leo style. There's just so much damage from all of these trees. It's a nightmare. Quinn jumps in. He would love to get this final hit. Still gonna go over to the side to Yuar. Matthew now forced to run away. Was trying to go and grab up the rune or something, but he's gonna go for the slight play here. By a bit more time. Eventually Yuar, though, gets himself a double kill, and MJZ is forced to run away. MNZ nearby too. He says, don't bring that evil near me. Do not bring this over here to me. And MSS just eyes on the prize with Quinn. Looks like MNZ is gonna be able to walk away, but this little dragon's not looking too healthy. So, oh my god, and they're still chasing after MNZ. SVG just running him down with this orb of venom from the couple punches. Oh, from downtown. Oh, man.
That one feels really good, I gotta say. Getting the Jingu there and then saving it to go for the follow-ups. Was that an ally ping? They're just, or ally tip? They're just like, nice job, guys. Is that what's happening right now?
Yeah, I guess so. They're like, man, that was a great rotation. I'm really proud of you, bro. And he's like, yeah, you know, I just felt like this was the appropriate time to be there. Man, I'm so proud of you. Oh, that's how I imagine the comms going. It's probably not like, let's be really honest. It's NA Dota, but...
They put the Royal Jelly on the Viper, actually, this game. Pretty effective. I guess Prophet doesn't really need Royal Jelly, is probably why. He's so mobile. He barely buys any mana regen items himself because he can TP back to base really easily. So, makes sense to Jelly up Viper. Viper will be really happy with that one. He's got to be really close to mech now. Keen Optic, decent pickup too. But Thunder Predator just feels so on the back foot right now. Is that guy 5? Okay, Spectre is only level 5 here.
Oof.
He just got that. He was 4 a second ago.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Menzies like, please go away. I need all of these levels. I need all of the experience. Frank in the bottom lane just immediately gets ganked. He's gonna have to try to TP out, and I don't think he's gonna be able to. No, MSS with the roll. You can't be alone on this map. Everywhere you go, there's somebody lurking, and the second that there's one person there, all of a sudden you are gonna be there too. Or in this case, Quinn and a trio, that they'll follow up. They'll get a steal right back in. They'll go for the overgrowth. This is not looking good for the Rubik. Leo style will fall, and there's nothing that Matthew and MNG can do about this. Oh, look at this. The roll in from MSS. They'll find Matthew. They'll get themselves a kill. And now MJZ is just one little dragon alone against the world. Drops the ice path. Gets off a couple more spells, but maybe they can get the kill on SVG? I don't know. Yeah, they'll be able to get a consolation prize at the very least.
He tried to de-aggro a couple times there. I saw him turn for a brief moment, but you got to time it a little bit correctly, and sometimes you make assumptions that, oh, it's going to de-aggro surely, but it doesn't if you time it a little bit weak. So, good attempt to save him, but either way, really good dive. This is actually pretty good here for Frank.
Yeah, they might be able to burst down you are. In fact, they will. That was a very tidy gank.
Yeah, very important that he got to the left, because otherwise he might not have gotten the Searing Chains.
Oh, Lelis though gets a kill on MNZ. I'm not sure if that was a solo kill.
He might have been ganked, and then I'm not sure. He died in the mid lane by the tier 1. My assumption, because he used Haunt, right? He probably got like in trouble or something, and then maybe thought if I go to Viper, I'll be fine, but then Viper killed him. I think that's what happened.
Possible. Bottom lane, Frank now all alone, doesn't have any points at Shellgrave. Is going to try to get the kill onto SVG, and he does manage to take him out, but will fall himself.
Unfortunately, he had wand there.
Necro creep.
Could have wanded and stayed alive till after the kill, but at least he's getting some things done. He's got 4,000 net worth here. He's got 4 points in Poison Touch, so he can actually do a lot of damage, and fighting to the death is one of the things that Dazzle's good at, but he's not the strongest right now at that, and it's one of the things that hurts him a lot. He used to be like really good at the laning stage, but they had to nerf a lot of those skills as a result of bad juju, so I
guess
just
the
don't have a lot of
thing
faith.
That's going for them is that Yoar is not opting to go for like a gank heavy build. He's opted to go for that Maelstrom because he is, you know, a safe lane prophet, so I don't have to worry about the Orchid
Like
on
an
him.
Orchid or something. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's like one thing that's kind of good for Thunder Predator, but he's pushing out these waves like super hard, and oh boy, all right. I didn't even know they were fighting. Did not even know they were fighting. He was just sitting that low. Oh no.
Yep.
That's up over on this top side. They go. They drop the Macropyre on the back lines, but there's the follow-up. The healing wave comes out. It's not enough here as Leo Style tries to fight his way through. They'll end up losing UR, but they'll lose MJZ and Leo Style. Quinn is dominating.
Yikes. It just feels like they can't slow them down at all here. They're going to take the mid tier 1. They've got all the team fight items they want. They have tons of levels here. And Frank is here to do some damage and all, but their heroes are not very good at fighting. This is another issue with Dazzle, basically, is that Dazzle isn't a good like initiator, major team fight swinger. He works effectively with, he can poison touch, he can fight pretty often, he's got some heals, but he can't really like burst super well, for example. I don't know, he doesn't even have Grave yet, which I don't think is that weird. Because I don't know, it just feels like sometimes Grave isn't enough to save people, you know? But he probably should at one point.
Especially with the Fury coming out from the side of Quincy crew. They did go for a smoke, though. So they'll see what they can find. Might be able to find Lelis down there, and I'm sure they know Yuar is pushing out lanes. Yeah, they circle right around that area, but he's not there anymore. He's already left.
Yep. Drawn on the map. They get some wards down at least, so maybe they can get some kills later, but this looks really iffy. Almost a Deso here for Monkey King, but 8 gold away. It's going to be a really nice item. Minus armor against all the TP heroes is really good. They're all really low armor, with the exception of maybe Spectre. But Spectre's also countered by minus armor. Has a huge amount of HP, so a little bit of minus armor is just going to amplify everything that they do as a team.
And all 3 cores on the side of Quincy crew are sitting the top of the net worth, and they're on their way down to this bottom tower. Smoked up, waiting for this initiation. Be able to take the bottom T1. Be interested to see if they stick around, though. And see, he's farming. Quinn sitting up over on the trees. Waiting patiently, doing some scouting. Oh, Matthew. All right. He'll pop the smoke. We'll try to run away here. The roll in, over off on the side. White managed to get this over to MJZ, but they're split up quite a bit. Spectre just dies immediately to Quinn. Looks like he had joined in on the back line. The follow-up with the overgrowth. This is not looking great here. The break. MJZ has a shallow grave. He's not going to be able to run away here, and they're going to lose Frank as the rest of the team is being run down. Leo Stally doesn't have any sort of mobility item. He's going to try to TP out. He cannot do it. It's a little bit too ambitious of a TP, and while this is going on, you just see Matthew zipping around trying to get these bounty runes, but he's not able to grab the last one. Quinn and you are just waiting. They call GG. It's too hard. Way too hard.
I don't blame them. They lost the laning stage so badly. Rubik, once again, looking like not a good mid hero. I gotta go search for the mythical unicorn Rubik mid games that